Oh my god! That was an amazing ending to an amazing season. I could not have asked for anything more. I love this entire episode from start to finish. It was like surely that is one of like what a way to end the season. That's all I have to say. What a way to end the season. I mean like this is it. This is the last episode. I can't believe it's already over. It doesn't feel like such a long time ago. I was just recording the very beginning of this, but here we are, folks. Here we are. Yeah, it's over. It's all over. The very beginning of today's episode was pretty good, too. Once again, Nino demonstrates that she truly is the chattest of the Quints. She thought of, despite, thinking of Miku as an actual rival, instead of, being like Ichika and trying to just, sabotage her every turn of the way, she actually is trying to cheer her up. We saw a bit of this in the last episode as well, but it's just really nice how Nino is trying to actually cheer Miku up. And, what she says is absolutely right. What Nino says is absolutely right. And even though Miku keeps saying, I'm not as good enough, I'm not as good as you or Ichika, I'm just, Fuutaro would never love stuff. Miku, please don't say stuff like that, okay? You are best girl. Miku is best girl, okay? And, as Nino said, if Nino and Ichika are cute, well, they're quintuplets. So are you. That's exactly it. Besides, I personally like Miku the most. Nino might have been pretty crazy this season, but still, I really like the shy girl type. It's just really cute. And besides, we also share the same interests. History. We both love history. I don't know. I just find the Down archetype really adorable. Seriously though, Mika was extra cute today. I'm just gonna say that she was extra cute today. Once again, Mika, you are best girl. Don't say stuff like that. Miku, I am going to root for you through heaven or hell. You are best girl from the bottom of my heart, and I hope you win. And without all that said, Nino was freaking awesome today as well. Seriously, Nino, you really are a Chad, and I see you as a worthy rival. And you're pretty yourself too. But anyways, seriously, Nino telling Miku to cheer up and don't say stuff like that or else they've already given up. Just that cheering up scene was just super amazing. I loved it. It was great. I'm just gonna say that. It was great. And of course we can't have the episode without Ichika being a little for one last time. Seriously, Ichika lying again? Come on. Futaro's words were a little harsh, but let's be honest, she absolutely deserved it. We later find out in the episode that Ichika actually was Rena, or not the Rena that she wasn't the girl that he specifically met in Kyoto first. That was Yotsuba, but she did play cards with him at the meeting in the hotel. Seriously though, seeing Ichika try basically redeeming herself this episode, that was really great. This is exactly what I was talking about in the last episodes. Ichika has to repent. She has to, apologize to Miku, say that she was wrong, and from the bottom of her heart, know that what she did was messed up and that she shouldn't do something like that. In that regard, I think that Ichika actually really did go above and beyond in trying to make up for what she did to Miku. Ichika helps out Miku when she brings over the bread that Yotsuba was supposed to bring back in episode 11, I think, when Miku basically baked some bread for Fuutaro and she dropped it. Okay, so looks like Maeda didn't eat the bread after all, because that would have been pretty funny if Maeda had eaten the bread into that. That's why his stomach was bad. But no, seriously, Ichika, I'm honestly ready to. I don't know. I feel like I could forgive her honestly at this point, because she's just so actually repentful of her actions, and she, as I said, she even helps out Miku by bringing her the bread and all of that stuff. So yeah, there's that. as a whole, I'm just really glad that all the Quints were able to like make up with one another and make up with one another and just, come back together, because like that was just so amazing. Like, as much as I want Miku to win, overall, all five of the Quints they're all really important, and like I'm pretty sure one Quint wouldn't want like the others to be miserable just for her sake. They're sisters, So ultimately, I do think that I'm really glad that all the Nakano sisters were able to make up with one another, or mostly Ichika with everyone else, but you get what I mean, right? I'm just really glad that was able to happen. Having Fuutaro not believe Ichika saying that she was Rena was a little painful, because, I mean, like, she was like half lying. Although, I mean, here's the thing. Ichika was kind of twisting the truth, though. Instead of saying that she was the one who played cards with him, she implied that she was, like, the girl from start to finish. So while it was a little painful to see Fuutaro saying, "I don't believe you," well, first off, if I was Fuutaro, I would have said the exact same thing. "I don't believe you." And second off, I mean, you get what you deserve, Ichika. You really do. By the way, the rain was really nicely timed. I'm just gonna say that up in front. The rain was really nicely timed, and it looks like everyone gets wet. But yeah, I wonder if like maybe that was the moment Ichika starts to realize what she did was wrong. I'm not sure, because in the last episode she did tell Yotsuba, "I admit that like what I was doing was wrong," but I mean, like, I thought Ichiko's just gonna like go back and do something dirty again. Also, am I the only one that thinks that Ichika kind of looks like Yagami in this picture? When she spied on the boys say we're going to E, and she managed to get the E route, but no, she actually wanted to make up to Miku for that. She was actually feeling guilty about what she did to Miku, and I found this really funny. Yotsuba coming out and immediately closing the door during that just like little meeting scene. That was really funny. So yeah, we almost got to see the glory. We almost got to see. Anyways, I was really confused to see Ichika at the E route, and more so to see Nino as well. And like, Nino's right. It looks like no one really did follow the plan, but like that was just so amazing. See, like the four other sisters coming together so they could help Miku out, because she's such a good girl. You know what? I mean, hey, I'll take it. It was really wholesome to see, and I'm super glad the sisters are all back on like one page now. By the way, I found like Nino running up to hug Fuutaro from behind, and like Fuutaro like bumps into Miku and like drops her into the water. I found that kind of funny, but at the same time, I do kind of get Nino's point. Just because she's doing this doesn't mean she's giving up Fuutaro to Miku. She's just helping a rival out just so they could compete on proper terms. I mean, like, she's not giving up. Also, looks like Itsuki's adult underwear from yesterday's episode was like actually a Chekhov's gun. I mean, like, there were a lot of Chekhov's guns fired today this episode, and I really liked it. Another thing I kind of want to add, and I actually didn't notice this until pretty late on when I saw some like Reddit comments talking about it, but you remember that time when Yotsuba says, "Oh yeah, I remember you stealing all my I remember like when I would talk to someone, I saw you stealing my friends as a kid back in like episode 8, I think." That was referring to Fuutaro, apparently. I did not know that. I did not make that connection at all, but now that I think about it, you're right, because the Rena from the original Rena that was Yotsuba in Kyoto was Yotsuba, but Ichika played cards with Fuutaro like later on in the room there while, pretending. I don't know if she was pretending to be the same girl, but you get what I'm saying, right? So apparently that's another Chekhov's gun that I didn't realize was there. So thanks to the people that found that, or I don't know, maybe they tell you in the manga, I don't know. But yeah, that was also really interesting to note as well. Another thing I wanted to say, everyone talks about Miku pouts, but can we all talk about Miku blushes here? I mean, like, Miku, they're so amazing. Also, the date, just the date in general, that was super cute, and I loved every single moment of it. Like, the music coming on, and just them hanging out with each other, and just being happy. By the way, I just want to say, Miku looks beautiful. And of course, we can't leave out Miku's confession-ish? I mean, come on, Miku, that was a perfect confession. It was, like, super poetic, and when she said it, I was like, I was as shocked as I was for Nino's confession. Like, bro, like that was huge. I loved it. And then she just kind of turns it around. But also, I do kind of get why she does that, and I do kind of get why it was written that way. It's because Miku is saying, like, Miku's basically saying, I'm still putting my family is still important to me. And I suppose that's, like, the overall, like, well, I don't want to say message, but, like, the overall theme of today's episode. I mean, like, it's basically saying, like, sure, we may all love one guy, but, like, we can't tear up our relations with one another just so for this one guy. And once again, Fuutaro probably doesn't want that anyways either. We saw this happen back in, like, episode 2, I think? Yeah, it was around episode 2. I mean, I guess it was really nice that instead of just her not noticing the sisters all along, I mean, it makes perfect sense. She totally notices all the other sisters. She definitely noticed. It's kind of impossible. It's kind of impossible not to. And I suppose that was kind of realistic, so I like that part. Also, all the sisters come out, and Ichika basically comes out crying and, like, hugs Miku and says, I'm really sorry, and, like, actually genuinely apologizes. That was super good. That, like, Ichika, I think she has been redeemed. I feel like forgiving her now, although, to be fair, I don't know for certain, but I do feel like I do feel like she should be forgiven at this point. Personally, I think I can forgive Ichika now. Ichika used to be my second favorite before season 2. Or actually, Ichika's my second favorite until the Nino confession, and then after, from that point onwards, I was like, I don't even know who was what. I just know that Miku was first. But yeah, I'm really glad that. I mean, I mean, she still has to make up a little bit more than to just, you know, say sorry and that's over with. She has to make up a little bit more, but, like, I'm glad that she's no longer, like, evil now. Well, I don't want to say evil, but, like, she made an oopsie and she acknowledges it. That's good. That's very good. By the way, that sly roast from Miku to Nino is super funny as well. And yeah, look at that. Like, now that she's back to normal, Ichika can even muster up the courage to give Fuutaro a kiss on the cheek. That's nice. Something I kind of want to say, though, you know Ichika's final lie? About how she wasn't, like, she'd never met Fuutaro before, like, the incident before? That one hurt particularly because, unlike all the other, like, selfish lies that she'd made to, you know, for her own self-gain, this time she was doing it completely selflessly, but at the same time, it was still a lie. So, yes, as I said several times, I think I am ready to forgive Ichika, personally. Still, that kind of hurt, man. I don't know, that kind of hurts. But yeah, today's episode was really good. Especially good if you're a Miku fan like me, because just that date was super cute. All the sisters managed to make up. It's a happy ending. And, just one other thing I wanted to say. Turns out Maeda was a mystery photographer. A surprisingly wholesome end to what I thought would be a pretty, a pretty creepy arc, but hey, look, I mean, and not just that, it wasn't just Maeda. Fuutaro literally told him to do that. I guess our boy is a bit more of a prankster than I initially thought he was. Although, like, all of Maeda's work, and at the very end of the day, Fuutaro managed to get the perfect photo of the Quints sleeping on his own. Fuutaro, once again, more of a prankster than I thought you were. You know what? Kudos, man. That was, like, well played, honestly. Well played. And, of course, and, like, we just leave off the entire season with... I really liked how they just left off the season with Fuutaro and the bride getting married. And, of course, the girl... Remember back in episode... I think it was episode... back in episode 8. Basically, the girl running up to kiss Fuutaro back in episode 8 and the bell ringing. I could not ask for a more perfect ending to this season, honestly. I think it was made even better by the fact that they basically used the first OP as, like, the very ending of the show. For, like, the ending song. Like, oh my god, that really takes me back. I'm so glad, like, I mean, I love the ending of the season 2 ending, but, like, the first OP, like, it was just so hype. I mean, I know it's the end of a show, but for some reason I still felt hyped. Like, maybe it's that old, like, 2019 memory of, like, wanting to watch the show coming back to me or something like that, but I don't know, just the fact that they used the first OP, like, that was really smart. If they have a season 3, I hope they use that as well. And with all that said, I love this season. Like, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed this season as much as I did, because I really loved it. A sequel has been announced, so I'm pretty excited for that. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed this season. I hope you all enjoyed the series. I hope you all enjoyed Quintessential Quintuplets as much as I did, because I love this show. And that's all there is to it. Thank you to everyone who watched my series, who liked all my videos. I didn't get too many, but to the few people that subbed, and to everyone, all the people that made the show Quintessential Quintuplets, like the staff, the cast, Thank you to everyone. It was an honor to watch the show with you all. And that is all, folks. I will see you all in Season 3, or whatever the sequel is. It's probably going to be a Season 3. Anyways, that's it, guys. Anyways, I hope to see you all next year. Anyways, see ya, folks!